Hello, do you have Dinesh here?
Hi everyone. So very good morning and good evening. So just a minute. Okay, guys. In the last session, what we have done, so we discussed about the task implementation, right? How we can able to manage dependencies, how to schedule that, and how to assign it to the specific virtual warehouse. We saw that, right? Today we are going to discuss about change data capture. We will call it as streams streams concept or change data capture. If you remember in our the time travel, what we have done, so we can able to go back and then we can able to check in our any of the table, right? For example, in this particular table, 1 week before data, 1 week before data, how it looks like. 1 week before, how the table looks like, we can able to see that information. And if you want the specifically, so the information related to any specific before the query id, we can able to see that information also, right? But so it's a kind of snapshot, but we don't have any information about how many has been inserted, how many records has been deleted, how many records has been updated on this particular table. It means any DML changes, any DML changes on the table. So if you wanted to capture, we are going to use capture data change, or we can call it as a stream object. We can call it as a stream object. So when it is coming to the stream, so on which table we are going to capture the changes, that table we will call it as a source table. We used to call it as a source table. Source table for a stream. Source table for a stream. And so to where we are going to consume whatever the changes we required, so where we are going to consume that, it means utilizing the data, utilizing the changes, that we will call it as a target table, or we will call it as a consume table. We'll call it as a consume table. And the changes we are going to capture on the source, right? The changes where it is available, that we will call it as a stream object. Stream object. Stream, it contains the complete changes. So at the time of creation, so two, so next offset time, next offset time, it is going to capture complete changes what we are performing on a table. It's very simple, guys. So in a bank account, if you take it, so once you have done any transaction, so you will get a bank balance to your message, to your mobile. You will get a message that your this is your bank balance, right? Till you do the next transaction, bank balance will be the same. When you do the next transaction, what will happen? Your bank balance will be updated, right? That is nothing but a offset. The time of when you are refreshing, we used to call it as a offset. And at the same time, so if you see the bank statement, you can able to see the complete transactions. So when the amount has been deposited, and then when it is withdrawn, and then when you have done UPI payments, when you have done online transactions, every transaction details will be available in your bank statement, right? Capturing these kind of transactions on a account, right? Capturing these kind of transactions on a table, we used to call it as a stream object. Now, so what we can do this, so what is the purpose of this? We can understand how many records has been inserted, how many records has been deleted, how many records has been updated. For example, here you can, if you see, this is your final data. This is our final data, but we don't have any information. So is there any updates is available? Suppose in this particular table, if you deleted some information, so those information will not be available here, right? So we don't have any entries related to any DML operations. If you wanted to capture these DML operations, we are going to perform stream object. We'll call it as a stream. Let's observe this, how we can able to implement this. So there is a difference, time travel and then CDC. Time travel, we can able to get the snapshot at that particular period of time, what is available. In a CDC, we can able to see the transactions. We can able to see the entries. Let's observe this scenario. Let's come to this one. Just a minute. Come to change data capture. Now let's take the data here. So we have, so three types of standard, append only, and then insert only. So when it is coming to the different scenarios, how we are using the stream, based on that we will call it as a the stream type. Okay, standard means nothing but so which we are using. So when you are consumed, we will call it as a append only. When you like working with external tables, we will call it as a insert only stream. Okay, it depends. Now observe this one. So when it is coming to when you are creating a table, so we are going to so create a table, and we will create a stream on this table. Our requirement is, let's observe this one. So create table, this is a table name, and we have so ID, salary, and then manager ID. We have around 3 columns, right? We have around 3 columns here. Now let's observe this. Okay, this is, so we have So 3 columns we have created here. Now the table we created. Now we wanted to make a entry on this table. It means we are going to insert the data into this particular table. So whenever you wanted to insert the data into this particular table, so what we have to do is, so before that, we need to capture the changes. We have to capture the changes here. To capture the changes here on this particular table, we need to create a stream on this particular table. Now, once the table is created, if you observe the columns here, so what are the columns will be there? Columns which we have created, right? So how many columns we have? ID, salary, manager ID. These are the columns. So once we created a table. Now let's observe. So we are going to create a stream on this particular table to capture the changes on a stream. For that, so see this one, we are going to create a stream object here. Create stream, stream name. See this on table. What is the table name? This is a table name. On this particular table, we are creating stream. We are creating stream. Stream name is this one, right? So now, so on which table we are creating? On this particular table we are creating. Now let's run this. Now we created a stream and observe this. What we will do is, we have created a stream. This is a table data, right? We can able to see what is available here. Now observe this on a stream. Once we created the stream, so what will be available in stream? See this one. What you have? Employee ID, salary, manager ID. These are the columns. Along with these columns, we have metadata dollar action, metadata dollar is update, and then metadata dollar row ID, right? Dollar action, metadata dollar is update, and then metadata dollar row ID. So we have all these columns, right? See this, right? ID, salary, manager, and metadata dollar action, right? This is going to give the information about insert updates. Insert, so updates entry, insert, and then deletes. And so if you update also here, metadata dollar action will be insert and update it, insert and delete it will show you, but metadata dollar is update, right? This one will be true or false. And metadata row ID, this it will be based on to identify the transaction, identify single transaction. We will have a metadata row ID. We will see that. Now the stream we created, we have a table, right? And when you are going to insert the data into this particular table, what is going to be happen is, the stream is going to capture what is the transaction we have performed on this particular table. It is going to be captured. Now let's observe this. What we are going to do is, we will try to insert the data. Yeah, before that, let's observe the offset time for the stream. You can able to see the offset time. We didn't done any transaction here. For the stream, if you observe the timestamp, this one, this is very old date, right? This is very old date transaction which it is available, right? Okay, let it be. Now we will perform some transaction here. We are going to perform some transaction. What we are doing, we are inserting some records into this particular table. We are going to insert some records into this particular table. Only we will insert some three rows. We are inserting 3 rows. Insert into table values, right? Now observe this one. We are inserting 3 rows inserted. Now let's check the data in the table. See this one, how many we have? 3 we have. Employee ID, salary, manager ID. And then let's come to the stream. what you have, see this one, along with the column names. What is the metadata dollar action here? See this, it's a insert, right? It is insert. And then what about metadata dollar is update? This is not a updated one, so it is a false. And then metadata row ID, if you observe each and every record each and every row, there is a difference, right? The metadata ID will be unique and each and every row. Now based on this, we can understand that this is freshly inserted into the particular table. Now, until you consume, until we consume, stream will not capture any changes. For example, if you delete that delete entry, if you update that update entry, it will not be here until you consume the data. Until you consume the data, it means once you started utilizing this particular stream data, then only stream will get active. Then only stream will get active. So based on this, once you consumed, then only stream is going to capture the changes. Now
Not getting that one. Can you
I
explain
will
again?
I will come to that. Don't get confused here. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, so what we have done here, so just we have inserted the data into this particular table. This is a source table, and the changes is available in a stream table. Now, what is the purpose of the stream? To capture all the changes. For insert only stream, we saw that, right? Insert only stream, just it will insert the data, it will capture the inserts. And when it is coming to, for example, if you done any transaction on this particular table, for example, I have some update, I have done some update. If I done some update on this particular table, stream will not capture that update. It will make it as only insert. It will not allow you to metadata dollar is update will not be there. So because stream doesn't started utilization, stream doesn't started utilizing means now you are going to consuming means you required this particular data from the stream to another target table to maintain like history. For example, so some delete entries is available in a stream. What it will do is, once you started utilizing the stream will become reset. Stream is going to become reset automatically once you utilized. If you observe offset here, see this, still this is the same date, right? Now observe this, once you started utilizing the data on a stream, this stream will become empty. It means it will reset, and then offset date will change from that particular point of time to till next change, till next utilization, the changes will be available in a stream till next utilization. Let's observe this practically, then we will understand clearly. For example, so we have to create another table like a target table, or we can call it as a consume table. See this, we are creating a new table, consume. So in this table also we have employee ID, and then so salary, manager ID. We have these three columns. Now the target table here, consume. This is a consume table. Now if you observe, this is a normal table only. So we have these details. Now what we required is, now whatever the data is available in a stream, we wanted to capture this particular data. Why we need to capture? Because stream will not maintain the data for all the transaction in a stream object not more than 14 days. After 14 days, automatically it will be reset. That's why if you want the complete history, we are going to maintain the data in a consume table, or we can call it as a target table. For example, all the delete entries, all the updated entries, I wanted to capture that in a so another consume table or target table. Let's observe this here. For example, we created this particular target table. This table is empty. Now observe this. What we are going to do is we are inserting the data into the target table from, see this one, from where we are inserting, from a stream we are picking the data. From stream we are picking all the data here. Let it be next, we will pick only the insert and the updates. Now observe this one. We consumed number of rows inserted 3. In a target table, what you have? 3, right? Now we have utilized the stream. Once you utilize the stream, what will happen to the stream? See this, stream will become empty. And what about the offset time? Offset time will be updated. See this one, offset time is updated, right? Offset time updated, and this particular time too, till next consume, the changes will be available in your stream object. If you done any changes on this particular table, that change will be available in a stream till next consume. It means next utilization. Now we have only inserted the data, right? Now let's observe this. We are going to delete, or we are going to update. For example, we will update table, source table. We are doing transaction on a source table itself. We are updating table.
Was there any data inserted into the EMP consume? Employee consume
No,
so far?
this we have 3 records inserted, right? Whatever the data is available, it is inserted in this particular thing. Once it is inserted into the consume, then only stream will become empty.
Mhm.
Consuming means nothing but a utilizing. We are picking the data from the stream. Why you need to pick the data only from a stream? We can get it from the this particular source also, right? Now we will get the answer for this now. So for example, here update table, set salary. We are going to set the salary equal to 9, where employee ID equal to 101. Okay, this is available, right? See this one. If you observe this, number of rows updated 1, right? What happened? On a source table we have updated. See this one, on a source table we have updated. We can able to see the updated value, right? But what about the before value, before update? So what about that particular value? Do you have any information here? No, right? Now observe the stream, what it contains. See this one. This is 2 entries it has taken, because so this particular topic again, when we are discussing about the partitions, right? We are going to discuss now. So observe this. When any update, when you are doing, what will happen is it is going to store in the form of file format in a Snowflake. When it is coming to this, for every entry we will have one insert and one delete will be there for every update, because previous file will be completely deleted. On top of that, new file will be inserted. That's why 2 transactions will be there. If you observe this row ID, the both will be the same. It means we can understand that these both are for same transaction. And if you observe, see this here also, metadata $action, insert delete. For example, if you delete something also, you will have delete transaction will be there. Now we have insert and delete, right? Now let me insert only one record here. Observe this, into the table we are going to insert only one record. We are inserting only one record here. One record inserted. Now observe the source table. In the source, whatever the record we have inserted again, that is available, right? That is available. Now observe in a stream, see this, we have that entry also, right? But here if you observe, this is also insert, this is also insert. And if I delete one record here, for example, so let's say this one, delete from table where, let me delete 102 102. We are deleting one record, and where we are deleting on a source, right? Now observe this one. After all these transactions, what you can able to see that in a table, this is your final table data. Now you don't have any information about, so how many records is been like deleted, inserted, updated. But if you observe a stream, what you can able to see this one, insert entry is available, delete entry is available. But here if you observe only metadata action, for these two also insert and delete. For update we have a insert and delete. How you will differentiate, so whether this is for a update one, this is for a insert and delete one, we can able to differentiate that by using, see this one, metadata dollar is update. Metadata dollar is update. See this, true, true. Metadata dollar is update equal to true means that transaction we have done for updated record. So for the update, one previous value has been deleted. Previous value 10,000 has been deleted first, and then in place of that, so another value has been inserted. This is because of how the partitions is going to work in the backend. Okay, we will come to that again, how the things is going to be placed. Now, so by seeing this, we can understand that this one is a previous value. This one has been updated on a table. Now, as per the requirement, let's assume we wanted to understand the complete history on this particular table, whatever the transaction we have performed, all deleted records. I need it in a one table. All updated records are all like a before update. What is the value? I want that particular record in another table, and all the records only delete the removed from the table. I want it in another table. Before update, what will be the value? This is this particular thing. I want it in another table for our so transaction purpose, for our understanding purpose, right? In this particular situation, where you have this data from, where we can able to understand that if you have a stream, if you have a we have captured these particular changes, then only we can able to perform, right? For example, see this, now this particular thing only like this particular record we wanted to pick. Before update, what will be the value we wanted to capture? So to capture that, what you will do, you can use this particular like stream. What you will do is, so insert into the table. So then, so we are going to, for example, so let me create one more time, because it's already we have a record. So now insert into this table from this particular stream. So we'll give a where condition, where what we required only the change before update, right? Before update, what will be the value? Before update, what will be the value? This one, right? Metadata dollar action will be deleted, right? Metadata dollar action, what you will give, where metadata dollar action equal to delete, right? And metadata dollar is update, right? Metadata dollar is update should be, what is this, true, right? Equal to true. Then what we are going to pick here, what it will pick here, when you are giving this particular condition on a stream, you are going to pick only this value before that update 101. We are going to maintain the historical data before that update. What is the value, right? Same way, see this one, we are going to consume that particular data into the target table. What happened here? It didn't pick any values.
Even metadata is update instead of for the value
Met-
true, we the column name is get.
sorry. It's a bit, but if you observe, see this one, what happened? The stream data, it got removed. It has been updated because we tried to consume, right? So let me do one more transaction here. So what I will do is, so we'll update one more record. For example, for 10, we'll give now. Let's observe this. So now we will have in a stream, you have this data, right? So what is the condition? Metadata dollar is update equal to true, and then metadata dollar action will be delete. Now when you see this, so which it is going to be inserted, the one row inserted. Now once it is inserted, now in the consume table, you can able to see this. See this one. This is the old value. So 30,000 before the value of for 103, which is available in the source table for 103. Now this is the value. Before that, what is the value is available for this? You can able to understand in a consume table. But once it is consumed, what happened to the stream? Stream will become empty. Now we will get a question. So for example, I wanted to capture separately. I wanted to capture separately. It means for all delete entries, I want it in one target table like delete, and all update entries, all updated before that update into one a target table, one target. So update this particular table, I want all the data. And so all so insert entries or delete before that particular a value, so what will be the available. So if I wanted to separately maintain, then what will happen if you consume? So in this particular scenario, now in this our case, what happened? The stream has been consumed, and stream, once it is consumed, what stream will become? Stream will become refresh. We won't have any details about this. In this case, how to handle this? I wanted to capture delete entry also into one separate target table, right? In this particular situation, so what we can able to do is, so we don't have any restriction on a source table. For example, on source table, we can create n number of streams. When you are creating a stream, we can create on a same source table, we can create stream. So for example, this particular stream only we will use for a delete. And again the same source table. So what you will do, you will create another stream for update, another stream for, we are going to do it for a update, stream update. Like that, you can create n number of streams on a source table. So one you will use for a target, like a delete entries. Then this stream will be empty, but this stream will have a data, right? When you are using this particular so target, so update, so this is nothing but a consuming table. So when you are only picking the updated records from this stream, this will become empty, but this will have a maintain the data. right? Like that. So you can create n number of streams on your source table. There is no restriction. If you wanted to maintain delete separately, if you wanted to maintain update separately, we can create a multiple streams on a same source table, and then we can able to consume it. If you don't consume, what will happen? Stream will become empty. So that is the concept here. So for the stream, so what is the purpose here? To capture the changes. So to understand the changes, what all the changes is happening on the source table. If you observe the source table, you will have your final data. But so this is a final data. But what about the changes, right? So before that, what will the value of this? Before this, what is the value? Is there any records deleted? So those things, information you can able to see that in a stream, but from the stream will not have the continuous data. So we have to use a consume table, nothing but we can call it as a target table, where we are going to maintain history about that particular transaction if it is required, right? And one more thing here, when you are working with a stream, right, stream is going to capture the changes only once it is committed. Once it is committed, it means till now we are using inserts, updates, and creating a tables, and then we are doing some operations on the table. Till now, anywhere till today, we didn't see anywhere we have committed a transaction, right? Because your Snowflake is auto commit. Snowflake is auto commit. So no need to worry about the commit. But so the best practice is we can use begin and then commit. It means, so if you don't commit transaction, if you don't commit transaction, so transaction will not be saved, right? If you won't commit it. Now what will happen is, if you don't want to commit, if you don't want to commit, you can use begin statement. We can use begin. And if you wanted to roll back, you don't want to do the changes, you can use rollback statement. We can use rollback. Rollback is nothing but a undo. Commit is for a saving. If you use a begin statement, it will not save that particular transaction. It is not going to save that particular transaction. Now let's observe this. For example, sorry, here we are giving begin, right? I'm giving begin here. Let it begin. We have given a begin statement executed, right? And now, so within the begin, what I am going to do is, we are going to insert some records, like these two records we will insert. Going to insert these two records. The begin, right? After the begin, we are inserting. Inserted, right? Inserted. Now, if you check the data in a table, you can able to see this total 5 records, 105, 106 we have inserted. But if you observe, refresh it, and then if you observe that stream, see this one, what it is showing, still it is showing only 3 here. Still the count is showing only 3. So if you check preview data, you can able to see the 5 entries, but in a count here it is showing 3 because it is not committed. And we have inserted this, right? If you observe stream, if you observe the stream, do you have any entries? No entries. The reason is it is not committed. It is not committed. Now, so without commit, so if you wanted to roll back, if I roll back, what will happen? Whatever the entries, so we have inserted here, like 2 entries, it will be undo that particular transaction. It means those transaction will not be saved. Those will not be saved. Now observe this one. So what we are going to do is, we are going to roll back. We will do the rollback. Now rollback is done. Statement executed, right? And observe this now in a source table. Do you have that two records? No, right? We have used rollback, right? We have utilized rollback. And so see this one. So if I insert again, inserted again inserted, right? And so now, so we are going to use commit. I'm going to use commit here. So once it is committed, your transaction cannot be rolled back. Your transaction cannot be rolled back. Now, observe this one. We have used commit, right? And if you observe stream, what you observed here, see this, we have a data. Sorry, if you observe a table, if you observe a stream, see this, you have a data, right? It means the transaction is committed. Now, once it is committed, if I try to roll back, see this, rollback will not work. Rollback is not going to work. Statement executed successfully. So, so if you observe the final data here, still you can able to see the same data. Still you can able to see same data here. See this one, 5 rows, right? Because this is saved transaction, right? This is a committed one. So this is committed. So what do you understand here? So if you use a begin statement, it will auto commit will be so not applicable. So if you don't use begin statement, so you have to by default it will be auto committed. So if you wanted to commit it, so then so what you have to use, so commit transaction you have to use whenever you are using begin statement, right? So without the commit, if you use rollback, the transaction will be undo the transaction, right? So once it is used commit, then it will be saved. So this is so how the same thing, right? The stream. So when they are asking questions, right? So our transaction is not committed, okay? But the stream, so whether it is going to capture the changes or not. If it is not committed, your stream will not capture any changes. Always, so committed transaction only, your stream is going to get the changes, right? So this is the concept of like a stream. Okay, so now, so based on this task and then stream implementation, right? So going forward, we are going to implement slowly changing dimension implementation. Then we will came to know, so what is the actual purpose of the stream object? So what is the purpose of this? So how to like capture the changes, how it is will be utilized. So we will see the actual understanding of that in end-to-end implementation. We will discuss this topic again. So when you are coming to slowly changing dimension implementation, guys. So now, so this is the concept of stream. So we will stop it here. We'll come to the questions. Just a minute. Yeah. Can we create separate stream on base of a column changes? No, that is not possible, Vipin. What you can do is we can create multiple streams on a table, and when you are consuming, right, we can able to consume based on our transaction details. So like, so we saw that, right? Same way, but we cannot create based on column changes. It is not possible. The stream once you created on a table, completely it is going to capture all the changes.
So Dinesh,
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
this
Rakesh, it's same.
yeah, actually, what I think the question below by VK is that Vipin is that maybe there are triggers in PL SQL. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever means whatever the operation you do in on the table, the trigger captures that. Maybe he's trying to. Uh,
Okay, okay, got it. Maybe it's interrelated. Mm-hmm.
hmm. Is
Okay,
that is it possible to make the change? Means there are triggers. Do we have triggers in this Snowflake?
no, no. So the same kind of triggers we don't have.
Okay. Another question was that this begin is just like begin we have in a PL SQL block, means once we want to begin the transaction, we write begin and end, and there we
Correct.
do everything.
Same way. Mm.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah. With begin statement, auto commit is disabled. Yeah, how to enable auto commit again. So just so after your like a worksheet, right? So when you like so once it is committed here, what you have done. So when your worksheet, when you started, the begin will be executed. When you execute begin, and then once you have committed, right? So then the transaction will be saved. So after that, whatever you are going to do, everything will be auto commit. If you wanted to specifically before commit every commit, so you have to use a once the committed. Again, if you don't want to do auto commit, so you have to use begin. Otherwise, by default, it will be auto committed will be enabled.
Hey, Dinesh, streams
bro.
are just to track the
Mm.
changes in a particular table. That's it, right?
Correct.
Nothing
Correct.
else.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
And streams and begin the end
Mm.
statements are not related to the stream. It is
No,
separate
not
concept, correct?
related. That is a separate concept.
So
Yeah.
just for a scripting purpose only.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
batch processing.
Yeah.
So between the begin and commit statements,
Mm.
what are the statements that we wanted to execute? If two different statements executes on the same table, what will happen then? The last commit will get the final results in committed to the final table, or
Yes. Mm. Both
or
both the
it'll
transactions. For example, I understand you have done one delete entry and then you have
correct.
done one insert entry, right? Once it is committed, both the transactions will be committed.
Okay, okay. So if we a bunch of rows are there to be inserted for the
Mm.
first time,
Mm.
and the immediate or next statements, if we execute some deletes, delete rows
Mm.
from the previous executed statements, so
Okay.
which won't actually insert finally it won't, those deleted rows won't be appear in the final statement, right? As a
Yep. Yep.
like a
Correct.
stream cannot
Stream.
capture those ones, right?
It won't be available. Yeah.
Okay, so when the transactions or rows are committed to the table finally, then only the stream captures those statements, which means.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, one more thing. Preview is not like consuming the data
No,
from the
preview
stream,
is not like consuming.
but it executes the statement with the 100 limit,
Only
right, in the
100
backend.
first 100 records. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that also a consume statement, right, on that particular stream table then.
No. So if you observe the preview, what you are going to do, we are going to do it on your table, right? On a table. But if you observe stream, you won't have a stream here. Stream is an object. It will not be available here anywhere.
Oh,
So this,
okay. Okay.
right? Stream, if you wanted to see, we have to execute a statement itself.
Okay. Okay. So we cannot preview the stream
We
object
cannot preview.
from the
Yeah.
stream.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Maybe this is the reason, right?
Yeah.
If we preview that, it in the backend it
It will be
executes
executed in the
again.
backend.
We self-start them. Okay.
As a consume. Yeah.
Hi, Dinesh.
Okay.
This is Vipin. You said that we can have multiple streams on a table. So more than these insert, update, and delete, why would we have more than 3 or 4 streams? What could be the scenarios when we have more than like 2, 3 streams or many streams?
Understand. So for example, here, this is a source table, right? So let's assume in our case, what we have done here. So whatever the transaction we have done update, we wanted to capture that. So we have captured that by using this particular statement, the update statement, right? This one. This statement, we have inserted the data related to update based on the condition. Once we have updated, what happened to the stream object? Stream object became empty later, right? It became empty, right? But so what if you wanted to capture separate target table like all the updated transaction? The stream, it doesn't have the data once it is consumed, right? In that case,
Right.
what you will do? So for that, we are going to create multiple streams on a same source table. For insert one, for update one, for delete one, you can create it. And whenever you wanted to update a records you wanted to capture in a separate target table, you can use this stream. Only this stream will have capture. So then this stream will become empty, but this stream will have still the data will be available, right? You can use this stream for only for a delete transaction. This stream we can use it for only for a update transaction. Understand, right?
Yeah, understand. So
Mm.
what I understand is like, so it makes sense to have three streams. One is insert, update, delete, which is fine. But is there any scenario when you could have more than three streams on one
No,
table?
no. More than 3 we won't have. Not
Yeah,
required
that's what
also.
I meant to I meant to
Nah,
ask.
not required,
Thank you.
not required. Yeah. Any other questions?
Dinesh, I have a couple of questions.
Yes, yes.
One is the stream, irrespective of the operation, the DML operation,
Mm.
stream contains all the records. Only the consume table will have an ability to segregate based
Exactly.
on the filter, but stream will have everything, right?
Everything will be having a stream. Yes.
But stream does not have a capability to store only
Segregate it.
specific DML operation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And another thing is that if the customer asks, in the CDC table or the stream table or in the consume table, if the customer want to see who did the delete operations on a particular time and then how Snowflakes gives that information, so
You're asking without stream or with stream?
with stream stream is having only 3 columns additionally, right? One is right. So
Yes,
if you
yes.
wanted to have the user
So you
who
mean
did
to
the
say that
operation,
which user has done the transaction, right?
right,
The complete details,
and
it will be
timestamp.
available in historical details here.
But
So
it
who
is
done what?
only 14, it is only 14 days, right?
14 days.
So
Yes.
yeah,
And mm, if
but
you
the
want
change
more
log,
than that, so we have a details of account history table will be available, like load history table will be available. There we can able to see the complete information till 6 months.
okay.
Yeah, that is possible. Yeah.
Okay,
What was the
then
other one?
in that case, we can use those tables as an change log tables, right? This stream is nothing but a change log, right?
Yes, exactly.
So we can use those tables. Why do we use streams?
Those
Which
tables,
will give.
right? Those only related to metadata itself. Who has done the transaction and then what he has performed. That's it. It won't have any data, right? So, but here we require a data. So that's why we are using a stream.
Dinesh, what I am getting is that these streams are more of a kind of a logging mechanism. Am I right?
Change data capturing mechanism. Yes.
Okay.
Good. Okay. So when we are coming
What
to
that
slowly changing dimensions, we'll see.
yeah, how
Row.
that row ID will be useful?
Yeah, I will tell you. If you come to this here, what we have done. So insert, right? Insert entry, insert entry. If you observe the row ID will be different for the both the transactions. See this one, row ID is different. Lot, observe the last one, right? If you done some updates, so for example, so I have done some update for like let's observe this. So 105. So I have done some updated to 7. Done some update, right? One row updated. Now, if you observe a stream, see this. So what we will have? Which one we have updated? Yeah, this one, right? 105. So this one has been updated. And then, so see this entry here.
Right.
See this one. And then observe this one. It will be
Yeah.
one delete and one insert entry will be there. So where you are having able to see that in able to see these details. See this one.
Yeah.
No,
Actually, I would
this
like to
one should be,
understand the,
one record it should be deleted, but it is not captured because we didn't perform the consume properly.
Okay.
So what will happen is same entry. Let me consume the data and then we will see that again. Let me consume the stream. Now we don't have anything here, right? And then we have a data in a source, and then we will try to like update. So for example, I will take 106. 106 will do is we'll take all 8s. It's updated, one row updated. Now let's observe this one stream. Observe this. How many entries we have? 2 entries. One is insert, one is delete. This is a previous record. This is a recent record, right? Previous record has been deleted, recent entry has been inserted. And we have insert and delete also. If you do insert, if you do delete, both will be there. And if you observe the row ID, see this one 01C, 801C, 801C. Both the row ID will be the same. If the row ID is same for these 2 transactions, we can consider this. This is for a single transaction we have performed on a table. Just to identify that, so we're having this metadata row ID concept here. That's it.
Okay. Okay. It will metadata ID will be same for the one
For
operation.
the updates, yeah, one operation for the update, yeah.
Is there any chance we can customize this, how the CDC is working? No.
Customizing means
CDC is working like I want to know the sequence operations in sequence, at what sequence the operations are happening, you know, and the timestamp and also the who made the changes, you know, if you wanted to customize the CDC.
Oh, okay. No, that is not possible, Manohar.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, definitely, Vipin. The performance it will be impacted. That's why stream. So it is not going to maintain more than 14 days. And if it really required to capture the changes, then only we will use a stream. Otherwise, we won't use it. And when we are working with SCD, right? So I will show you. So what is the actual purpose and how it is going to work.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you. See you
So
tomorrow.
this is nothing but
Like,
I mean,
some questions you have still. Yes. Oh, please tell me.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. You go ahead. I'll ask next.
Yeah, please go
Yes.
ahead. Right.
Yes, Kiran, stream will have a data until we consume into a other table till
How long?
14
It's
days
14
only.
days.
14
Okay.
days only, not more than that. Yeah.
Okay. My follow-up question there. Suppose we have loaded or consumed the data for few transactions. Every
Okay.
time we need to consume manually, or is there any way we can do automation of
We
that?
can consume in a task, right? So we can do that in a task. Task is automatically scheduling, right? So once
Okay.
we wanted to do it, we can include this statement in a task execution that automatically it will perform.
So the consumption part we can do it
Consumption
in the
part, we can do it. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Can we increase that limit 14 days to any other?
Yes,
day,
possibility is there. Based on by default, it will be 14 days. If you want any permanent table, so we will have a retention period time, right? Based on the retention period, when you increase the retention period for a table, the stream retention period also it will be increased.
Okay. But here, all the retention period is all actually I mean, 1 day, right?
One
Here,
day by default 1 day. It is going to consider by default 14 days only.
Okay. And it won't consider like it won't take the default value.
No, it
We
won't take.
set it account level. It's a
No,
different
it won't
thing.
take it.
Okay. So and the time travel is also I mean is nothing to do with this one, right? It's not the same
Correct.
process.
Correct. That's yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's all.
Good.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Okay, yes. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.